Let's get building.
Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. I am your host Johnny, and yes, let's get building indeed. One thing real quick, I actually got this in the mail, and they don't look like much, but these are my rubbers. They're the rubber wheel covers for the old Lego train that I got in the lot that I've been sorting. That's going to be my old school town thing, whatever I'm calling it, the deluxe classic town plan building set, because that's kind of how they named things back in the day. So I got these. I'm excited because they're in good shape. I had to get them from the UK, but they look good, and I can't wait to use those. But what we are getting to is Minas Tirith. We're getting back into getting this finished. We're on bag 45 out of 60, so we need to get moving. Hopefully this and the next one we will finish up. Looking at some of the bags, they are not, some of them are smaller than others, so we should be able to clear this up within the next 2 streams. So ready, set, here we go. All right, so back to building. Tuesday last week we were building something completely different that I call the Manoli matrix, sorry, and it worked for the smaller sphere that we created, which actually is over here, holding my. It actually wraps around a Coke or Pepsi. Right now it's around a Mountain Dew, but it wraps around that pretty good. Just a little bit of space, but we're going to use that as our drink anchor, so that, you know, nothing happens. But, you know, always the potential that something can happen, you know. And of course, as soon as I put a bag on the floor, my cat dives for it. Okay, this will be interesting. Like that. Got orange. So we're making more books. I do believe we're going to be working on this part over here, which is Gandalf's study. Not that. So we're going to be continuing that, I believe, as far as this build goes. Because we finished Pippin, so we got to do, or Mary's. Wait, which one is he? I think it's Mary. Mary? Or Pippin? I cannot remember right now. It's been too long. So how is everyone tonight? I hope you are doing well. What did you have for dinner? I had a bowl. A chicken bowl. That was really tasty. So, and it's not Tuesday. I know it's not my normal Tuesday stream. I was tired. I'm helping somebody get things together for they're getting ready to sell a house. So Paisley, she's just chomping away. They're getting ready to sell a house, so I'm helping them clear it out, and it's not theirs, it's their parents. So making wait, it's not Tuesday and you're making tacos. That's curious. But thanks for tuning in, Bev, as always. Hi, Missy. Good to see you as always as well. Really appreciate you two being here. I like your comment. You were like, oh, I was worried I missed it. No, you did not miss it. I just did not stream yesterday like I normally do. Was too tired. So some other stuff that I found. Tacos are for any day. I agree. I understand they are for any day of the week. Oh yeah, so I need to move this over here so that I can put putting this on there. There's like a little curved tongue. And this goes right there. Okay, interesting. And now we're doing another bookshelf. All right, woohoo! I was looking through a little bit before the stream began, a little bit more of the pieces that I have in the town lot that I'm using, and I found a couple pieces that I was like, wait a minute, I recognize these pieces. One was a tail fin that has a very specific printing on it, and some other odds and ends things that I recognize from being a kid. And looking a little bit closer, I don't know if I have all of it in there, but looking a little bit closer, it looks like I have the original cargo plane in there from City, which is a set we had growing up. I think my younger brother had that, but I can't remember. But anyway, it's a really neat set. It's got a jet plane. It's got a forklift, and I found the forklift part, and it was intact. It hadn't broke, which is that's good. They don't make those anymore, and it's they're hard to find. So pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool finds. So really excited to see what all in the next upcoming weeks, because we have Brick Erie coming up, and this is this is cool. We're making like a leaning book here. Leaning book. We have Brick Erie coming up middle of September, so it's not too far away. And I have to get this town, whatever I'm going to do for it, done. So since you two are in here, tell me, how was Brick Rodeo? I've seen some pictures from friends and stuff, and lug members. My lug member Marcella from Lego Masters, I know was there. I saw pictures of her, and I just knew she was going. So how was it? How was Brick Rodeo? It looked very busy and like a lot of fun. And I saw the eagles, no, the parrots. That looked really cool. How it was set up. It was packed with people. That's awesome. This is like, what, how many years have they been doing that one? Oh, you got to chat with Marcella. That's awesome. She is a great person. She's so bubbly and fun. She didn't say anything bad about me, did she? It's all right. I'm used to. Just kidding. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, I see. Yeah, whenever you guys split from whoever it was that originally owned it or whatever, right? Let's go over there. Turn this just a little bit because that's what we're working on. So you can see what I put in right there. That looks right. Let's build some wall now. And there's like 120 of these profile bricks. Brick Fiesta, okay. Brick Fiesta, that's interesting. So, okay, that begs the question. So if it was Brick Fiesta before, what, like, Brick Rodeo makes sense being Texas-based, obviously. Fiesta sounds kind of more like it's Mexico, you know, and, it just sounds like that's a different kind of vibe, I guess? I don't know. Was it a different kind of vibe when the other person was in charge of it? Let's go to the side what we just put on. Yeah. I am missing something. That is way too high. Oh no, that's right. Okay, it's even with that, and then you got that. By the way, since I had my computer moved and everything last week, How is the sound? Like, is the music enough in the background? Is it too loud? Do you hear me fine? Usually people hear me fine because I'm just loud. Only been to 3 brick rodeos. Okay. Paisley, plastic is not good for you. Oh, you went on. Okay, so you've only been displaying for a few years. Oh, we got our wall. So we're hiding Gandalf's study over there. Yeah, public days are fun to go to and not have to worry about displaying sometimes. Especially if you've done it for a couple years. Sometimes you just want to go and look at stuff because when you're displaying, you don't really get an opportunity to look at stuff depending on how busy you are. So, second time to display. Awesome. Ah, okay, gotcha. All right, yeah. Well, if he pops in, I'll ask him. But if not, no big deal. I was just curious. Hey, there's Ben. So quiet. Am I quiet? Am I too quiet? Like what is quiet? Because I had everything disconnected because it was down in Florida with me, so just want to make sure we're good. Speaking of the devil, because we were just talking about you. I'm kind of quiet. Okay, interesting. That's unusual. Wonder why. I have it set up. Oh, there. I'll boost my microphone a little bit. Question is, so when it was Brick Fiesta, before it became Brick Rodeo, what were the different? Because it sounds like Fiesta. It sounds more like it's like a Mexico City type thing versus being like a Texas thing. So what were the differences between being Brick Fiesta, here, I'm going to do this actually, and Brick Rodeo? Like, see if maybe it needs more direction from me. There we go. Doo-doo-doo. Right, I knew that. I knew you had to change the name for legal reasons, but was there a difference in like how it was showcased, I guess, so to speak, or whatever, after that? Obviously you had reasons that you had to do it. But like, was there a change in how things were done? I mean, obviously different people leading it, that would be the case, but okay. All right, was just curious. We were talking about this being this is Bev's second display. Second time displaying and stuff. So I was just curious if there was anything that was different. Oh, this is weird. There's a little thing here that this is just going to fit into. And that, look at this. So you build this little tower or piece, whatever, and then you're just gonna modularly slide it in there, and then it's gonna get locked in whenever we finish things up. That's kind of cool. Different way to do things. Adds one more Southwest feel and less. Oh, okay. See that's kind of what I was curious about. So that does make sense. Okay. This needs bent. I don't understand why that. Oh, that's because that's not hooked to anything. Interesting. Yeah. Where is that supposed to go? Does that go back there? Ooh. That's the ghost. Ah, yeah, it is supposed to go back there. Let me fix this now. Get everything where it's supposed to be. Ah, I broke it forever. That's supposed to just slide in there. Kind of, oh. I gotta pick that piece up. Hold on a second. I gotta go back a little bit and see how that wall fits in there. So I think when I put that on, it wasn't quite where it needed to be when this came on. Yeah, I think it was pushed up a bit. Let me go back real quick. So that's open. Okay. This is why you do this thing before. Okay, let me put my bookmark here. Take these off so that I can see better putting this on. Slide that out. That is off. All right, so we should be able to. So there's a little gap that's right here. It's hard to see, but that's between the rock wall and this wall. And this little thing fits in there, but it wasn't there, and so it wasn't kind of going where it needed to. So let's take this off as well. So it only joins really in two spots. So this one goes here. I gotta get that in there first. There we go. Those go there. And then this, lift up. There we go. Okay, now we're where we need to be. Okay, that makes more sense. There we go. Alright. Cool. Cute. Put our... This one goes here. I had to do that first, otherwise it was not going to fit right. Always exciting times here on JonnyBuildz. Alright, so back to what I was talking about. So this has a little spot where this thing just slides in here. Really cool way to design this, and just kind of is cradled by everything and just fits in there. That's kind of cool. This little piece, kind of neat. All right, so back to what we were doing. Now that I did that correctly. Now we're gonna do roof parts. It looks like. All right. Now that that's slowed everything down, it looks like we're going to do another catapult too, based on the pieces I have here. So what would you say was your favorite part about Brick Rodeo? We're still there. What was your favorite part about Brick Rodeo? And I am curious, I know Ben said be right back, but I am curious how the, how the trivia went and everything. Curious to see if that went well. And what was your favorite build at Brick Rodeo? I saw the one that was, and I saw Ben's award that he got, for the one, which was really cool. Aha, another catapult. Little tiny catapults are kind of funny. Because in the movie they look so huge, but this is the tiny catapult. Ooh, we got words. The brown element used for the trebuchet was first introduced as a robot arm in the 2006 Lego Exoforce theme. So these little things. Oh wait. Oh, so the arm itself was used in Exoforce first. That's what it was created from or for. That's interesting. I did not know that. Okay, there we go. Getting that in there. Exoforce was not 2006. I was not really building Lego at that point, so totally makes sense. Build was Bart's Tiki Bar from our luck. I saw that. That was a really awesome build. That was neat. Yeah, I like the variety of parts too. How people come up with creative ways to do stuff. Yeah, Bart's Tiki Bar was pretty spectacular. If you haven't seen any Brick Rodeo stuff, make sure you subscribe to their Instagram or whatever, and then take a look. Pretty awesome. Did Bart say anything about like what inspired him to design that? Hey, I know who you are. Here is my lovely wife hanging out. We're just talking a little bit about Brick Rodeo and how it went. Favorite things that were there. Well, it's no fun to just lurk. You can join the conversation. These are still part that wasn't going to work for our mug. I said I could use it for a roof, and someone did the same. That's cool whenever other people do that sort of thing. That's neat. I love these pieces. I love these printed things for like doing these little buildings. Was a lenticular mosaic one side, was a sea turtle, and the other was an orca. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Jurassic Park seems to be getting a resurgence, which is cool. I know we were doing dinosaurs for our for our one library thing that we did. Like that seems to be the theme this year. So yeah, lenticulars are really neat. Our Marcella's partner in Lego Masters does a really cool lenticular of Pac-Man. One way going, like being chased by two ghosts, and then if you look the other way, it's the ghosts are blue. He's eating a power pellet, and he's going after him. All right, so that's weird. So I have to come in from the up top and put this on there. We're kind of solidifying the walls here. And now building more buildings. And Logan would love this set because of all the 3386. It's all white, really, but oh well. Oh, it was that's right. She did take it to Houston. I forgot about that. That Krista does awesome lenticulars. This year I'm doing my town, and I think my wife is doing here's a little cool building, another little building. My wife is going to be doing elves down there. It's actually back behind me is an elves display that started. Hey, how you doing, Michelle? Good to see you. tuning in as always. Let's see how the poll's doing. Oh, ice cream is in first place, but there's other things that have been chosen, it looks like. Other choices. Hey, you are. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning in as always. Just so you guys know, be checking out, if you guys have Costco's in your area, be checking them out. If you're interested in either the Pokemon stuff or K-pop Demon Hunters, the Vauron, whatever the dog is, the one that's coming out, is already out at Costco's that I've seen pictures of. So is Derpy Cat. Derpy Cat is at some of those as well. So be on the lookout if you're looking for either of those. And those are August releases, so they're out already if you're interested. Ooh. Look at that. That is cool green color. So yeah, Derpy Cat and gosh, why can't I think of the dog's name? This is a cool looking building. I really like this. And it goes into these 4 books. Look at that. That is so cool. That is so neat. My cat is running away from a bag. Get it. So yeah, Derpy Cat has been spotted in the wild prior to release day, like I said, along with... Gosh, I can't think of the dog's name now. He's the only one that I think looks pretty neat from this upcoming release of Pokemon stuff. All the other stuff, like the Pokeball, just looks... It's overpriced and looks big. Like overly produced, I guess. I don't know. Oh, we're doing some little column thing, and one more. So what did everyone have for dinner? You all know you are had ice cream, I'm sure. Oh, Windows. Ah, that's no fun. You don't take your dinner to work. Let me move it over here so I can see. That's done. Almost done with this bag. We'll have 15 more to go. This is so far a pretty awesome set. I can have your Crunchy Munchy Crepe. Ooh, Crunchy Munchy. I forget what ingredients are in the Crunchy Munchies. There's a crepe place down in Florida where we go that does savory and dessert crepes, and they are fantastic. Like you can eat a whole one if you want to, but then you can only have a savory or dessert. Like they're so filling. Oh man, that's a lot of these little thingies on there. There we go. You brought a sandwich. I mean, like, sandwiches are good. I love me a good sandwich. That goes here. I'm creating some. That goes underneath there. Aha! I was like, I know something was missing. Let go. Oh, we'll just do it this way. Lift it up and put those on. Yes, I am almost at 12 hours working on this. If I was, I mean, like, I could speed through this. There's a guy that said that it took him about 10 hours to do this completely. Like, I'm doing this a little bit slower because I'm reading all this stuff and, you know, just going through it. I'm going quickly, but taking my time. So, but yeah, that's what I'm at right now. Peanut butter, granola, yogurt, honey, and oh, geez. That sounds good. All right, we're on to bag 46. We've done more. I love these buildings. The little buildings that they have on here are just really cool. You see the little tower up here and stuff, all the little towers. We have all our trebuchets over here ready to launch rocks at the bad guys. This thing is pretty cool. Watching so you can prepare. Yeah, add a couple hours because I tend to build fast. So add a couple hours to it. Uh-oh, I see a shield, so we're gonna have this go somewhere. I don't know if a person is gonna hold it or what. 1, 2, 3, 8, 6. Yeah, it is quite the build. Ooh, we're gonna start. So we're starting to fill in here. Starting to solidify some of this stuff. Got it. We need a 4x1, which should be in here. There we go. Because we still have the big arch here to do and some other stuff in the back, along with finishing up more of this, because the rock has to come out and everything. So one, two. Oh, okay. So this part looks like, so we have a couple areas where we're putting smooth pieces so that other stuff can go on top and be removable. This thing is a bit modular in how it's designed so that stuff can be removed, which makes for, it makes it able to be a playset, but also, be able to have things kind of sorted and stuff, like easier to move. Goes there. These two black 1x3 tiles. So back here, so I don't know if any of you have noticed or not, but back over here, you can see a sand crawler. I have to sort that for, I'm going to sort that for the BAM store. I'm looking to buy it because I don't have a sand crawler. I have not had a sand crawler before. They got that in as part of a lot from a guy. But according to them, we're actually doing the colors for these. So we're putting white and gray together for these hinges. They got a lot from this guy that they've gotten from before. And this time it seems like a bunch of sets are actually missing pieces. So I got to go through and make sure I have the pieces first before I decide I'm going to buy it. Or get the rest of the pieces from the BAM store, and that'll be for a future, big build of Tatooine at some point. Just not in the close near future, but always got to prepare when you can. But so that'll be something I'll be doing probably this Saturday, going through and kind of showing sorting techniques. I'm going to actually advertise that as like different ways to sort things, different techniques Some, depending on the set, are quicker than others. You can do it multiple ways, so I'm going to go over those kind of things. So that'll be Saturday. These are cool pieces. Look at these. These are quarter pieces. Very, very, very small. 1x1s, but they're quarter cylinder pieces. Really, really cool pieces. Not something you see much of. They're fairly new, I believe. Might be just new to this set. I haven't seen them on anything else yet, so those are unique pieces. Alright, so do a little archway. So I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I was looking through, before we started, I was looking through a little bit more of the town stuff that I'm building for my mock village, and I found some pieces that I hadn't seen before. I wasn't paying attention to, I guess. This is my hand holder, by the way. And I looked a little bit more closely at them, and it looks like I have an old, oops, other way. I have a original cargo set, cargo plane set. It was a little set that we had as kids, and it's got a plane in it. It's got a little forklift truck, and it's got like a little storage building or wherever where the cargo sits, and then you get you load the plane up with the cargo and take off. So I didn't have any plane stuff yet for the town, and now I do. At least so far, what I've seen, it looks that way, which is awesome. Because I actually have some of the stuff over there, over here, but the forklift is still together, which is important. Those forklift pieces don't exist anymore. At least not that I've seen, not the way that they are now. So they're very hard to come by. I also got my rubbers, which sounds really funny, I know. But I got these. I had to get them from the UK on Bricklink. But these are rubber wheel covers, essentially, that go on the old style Lego trains. They keep the engines, because they're brick operated and they're not heavy enough. They keep the engines from slipping, their wheels from slipping on the track, because there's no real grip otherwise for them. Interesting that it looks like this can move, so interesting. But anyway, it's really interesting. So I got those, so now I can finish the train essentially, or at least get it to the point where I can start building it, and I can make that train kind of go. I'm not sure how I'm going to design the base plates yet, because I'm not even making them. I'm not even going to do Mills plates for them, because that's not how things were done back then. Mills plates didn't exist, so I'm just going to wing it. And in fact, I probably don't have enough base plate yet. So we'll see how I decide to do it. The whole design is interesting. I'm guessing this is going here, because that's what we've been working on. I'm not 100% sure. I gotta do 2 of these, but they're opposite. Okay. Is this a little bit weird, me doing this on a Wednesday instead of a Tuesday? I'm sure it is. I know Bev had said in Discord, she was like, "Oh, I was worried that we missed it." I'm like, "Nope, you didn't. I didn't stream last night. Too tired." Oh, we're making little tiny houses on the side. Okay. I think that's the first time, like, I've missed... Oh, and that one's green on the top. Okay. I think that's the first time I've missed a Tuesday stream in, like, forever. So... Let's see. What else is going on? So like I said, the Derpy Cat is already in the wild. This is going to be facing out this way, like this. Like that. So Derpy Cat's in the wild. Gosh, I still cannot think. We skipped work when so we were confused as to what. Well, you don't have to feel bad. So I appreciate that, but yeah, you don't have to feel bad at all. But yeah, Derpy Cat is out, as is what is the fire puppy name? He's coming out. It's not Valerian or whatever. That's one of like Vulpix or something like that. Oh, we turned it. So, wait a minute. Okay, I was confused. Let's go this way. So, Arcanine, that's it. Thank you, Arcanine. Yes, he is out, and he, like I said, he looks the coolest. He does not require a smart brick. Apparently, all smart bricks, in order to do this wave of Pokemon, everything needs to be updated. Like if you have a Star Wars smart brick. So just be aware. Thankfully, he doesn't have a smart brick. Some of the other stuff does, and I just think it's bad. Kevin will disagree with me. That's okay. Does anyone else, just out of curiosity, I should make this a question. Does anyone else have trouble with 1x1 bricks? Making sure that they're straight when you put them in? Because it always bothered me. So this is a 1x1, whether it's a full, a full brick or whether it's just a plate. I always try to straighten them out because they have just a little bit of play in them. And it bothers me whenever they're not straight. It's like, does it bother anyone else? Do you try to get your 1x1 bricks as straight as possible? Or do you not care? Do you just put them on and you're like, meh? But some people would be, and that's, that's totally fine. I'm just curious. Oh, this is gonna be the arch that goes under the rock here. So this is like the next level up. This is that's what it's looking like. Oh wait, no. This is going the other way. So these are the arches that go that we'll be riding through or whatever. It bothers you when they don't line up. It's so annoying because there is just enough play in them that they don't like this, and that's why things like the doing brick bending works, because Lego is not, the tolerance is such that there's enough room that they can slide and swivel. Lego minifigure shields are used to replicate the crown-shaped ornament that hangs above the throne. Ah, that's what we're doing here. Okay, so we're making the crown that goes above the throne back here. So we're using these shields to do that. These go upside down, and we use armatures. How do those go on? Oh, I see. Sort of. Okay, and we swivel them in a little bit. Oh, that's cool. It's neat. Right there. Eat. Nudge. Hi, baby sis. How are you? The shields have to go upside down. And then you stick them in, and then you swivel them, and they're at an angle. So there we go. So those are our two shields here. Haha. Good night, Anastasia. Everyone say good night to Anastasia. And Colby, too. Alright, here we go. So we're putting these on. Trying to straighten them out. Blech. How does that go on there? Okay. Doesn't make. Oh, I guess it does. Okay. Oh, it goes right through. Okay, I see. There we go. All right. This thing's still getting taller. And there's more one-by-one issues. There we go. All right. And I see them here. Ah, I got to straighten them out. It bothers me. And all of them somehow I got the part where it connects up to the when it's molded. So that's interesting. So there we go. So we got that's good. Very precarious there, though. Colby's excited to watch The Devil Wears Prada 2. No, I am not in Florida. Not now. And Kristen is currently. That's interesting. I've never even seen the first one. So, I mean, more power to him, I guess. Is he excited to go racing again? Is a better question. Because that'll be coming up soon. Well, October, but still pretty soon. We're doing like a little tower thing here, it looks like. When these are, I saw these on the Pick-a-Brick wall in Disney Springs. These are really interesting pieces. Really, really, really interesting and very useful. And I've seen double in this set along with single now. So pretty cool. See some new parts being used that are useful parts. Again, that kind of goes against the whole thing where I'm like, but they're doing too many customized parts to do the stuff that they want to. And I think that takes away from what imagination and Lego is, because it just makes things look too manufactured, I think. So. To be honest, I have no idea what The Devil Wears Prada is even about. Not my kind of movie, I guess. Ooh, alright, so this... there's not much. Barely anything is holding this on there. Two little spots. Now we're gonna do this side. Looks like. Oh no, we gotta do a little building up here. Really? Well, maybe I'll have to watch it sometime. Because I really have no idea what it's about or anything like that, so. Ooh, we're doing another little house. I like these little houses. So creative. Yep, I am home. Home with no one. The guinea pig is not here. It's about funny fashion? Okay. Zoolander's about fashion, and it's funny, so... Yeah, kitties are happy. They're glad I'm here. So we were talking Brick Rodeo a little bit, because it just happened this past weekend. There's a really cool, and I think it was like best of show or whatever. There is Bev or Missy, can you, I can't remember the name of it, but a guy, really talented guy did this. That house is so cool. And did this mock that was a tiki, I don't want to say lounge, but it was a tiki something. And looks really cool. So look on Instagram or whatever for Brick Rodeo and follow them, and you'll be able to see this mock that this guy did, and it was really cool looking. Tiki something. Not bikini bottom. Just tiki something. But he got best of show, and he deserves it because it's a fantastic mock that he did. And this guy again. Yeah, Brick Rodeo just happened, and it was really cool. Some of the builds and things. Lights, music, motion. Yeah, couldn't really see that. Oh, wait, what time is it? 8:52. We are getting so close to being correct time with this thing. Conbricky is the name of the mock. Okay, Conbricky. Have they messed with Minas Tirith? I don't know what you mean. You mean the cats? Have the cats messed with Minas Tirith? No, they don't. Cats don't actually really care about Lego. Like if I'm building Lego and like there's a couple like little pieces on the floor, like or on the, and they're up here, like they'll play around with it a little bit, but that's about it. Oh, I need that. But yeah, they don't really care about Lego. That out a little bit. Ooh, ice cream's at 50%. Let's see what else we got. 25% for slushies and excuse me, just a drink. So far, so good. I think the fog mister is the coolest part. That's just a neat, cool idea to add to it. Reminds me of like, you know, what is it? The Tiki Lounge that's at Disney. Another trebuchet right there. A tiny trebuchet. I think in Disney it's the tiki room. Oh, how does those go on? That's interesting. So we put these on, and then look this way to put those on. That's weird. That's how they designed it. Like, they should have put these on first before we put them on here. It's just odd that they did this. Oh, I see why, because it pushes into there a little bit. Interesting. Yeah, they should have put those on first. Put the little plugs in here. Oh, I see. Yeah, see, I always saw were still pictures, so I didn't get to see the movement or anything. So that's kind of cool. There we go, another little building. There's all kinds of buildings on this thing. Little micro building. Ooh, and I hope I get an extra of these. These are cool little printed windows, and I hope I get an extra one. Where's this go? Oh, it goes on there. Can't see. Where's that go? Right there. Yep. That's where it goes. What? No, there's no way I have this many pieces left. There's... Oh, I missed... This has to go right there. That's that. I have a bunch of other pieces. These two pieces. Where did I miss these? I did not see them anywhere. I wonder if it was before I put the wood thing down. Going back. Aha! That stinks. Alright, so those have to go there. Alright. Nice thing that this whole thing can lift up and I can tuck them in. What the tiki bar looked like. So much. Oh yeah. The detail is fantastic looking. That goes in there. The rest of these can be extra pieces because they're like one. Oh, and I get one little window extra. That's nice. There we go. I was like, why is this not very solid here? But now it is a little bit more solid at least. There we go. All right, bag 47. Woohoo! Oh, there's gonna be structure stuff. There's gonna be like more structure things that come around. So let's move this out of the way just a little bit. But I think I'm going to be building this whole piece before we put it actually on the city. So, gotta get it finished first. Oh, we got two more shields, so there's more crown that we're going to be putting in on one of the sides, whichever side it is. I see the arms for the crown, so that's cool. Paisley, don't come and steal that stuff. Paisley! Paisley keeps coming over and stealing the plastic. She loves... I don't know why. She loves plastic. She likes licking it. She likes... It's just weird. Hey. No, behave. Don't whine to me. Got a long pull. There it is. Okay. She's just a silly cat. So this irritates me. So step 241 was put this piece on. This black piece here. Step 242 was put this piece on. They could have easily combined that into one step, you know. It just kind of ridiculous how some of these larger sets are being done. There's been a lot of that in this, and like if you're making it 18 plus, then you should be expecting that for the most part adults are going to be, or at least younger kids that are very apt at doing larger builds and more complex things. You shouldn't have to do these little onesie twosie pieces. It's just silly to me. Also stickers. I mean, stickers just should not be in a build this size. Hands down. Speaking of builds this size, not quite this size, but we've seen official images now of the Star Trek bridge, and it looks pretty good. Not a day one for me unless it has a GWP. But it's the Star Trek bridge for the original series, not the Next Generation, which is the ship that they did first. but it's going to be the bridge and have a number of new characters, which I know people are going to be like, oh, we got to get this because you need the new original series characters that look pretty good. But they also are having tribbles. There's 4 tribbles that'll be in this set, and a cool transporter effect. But unfortunately, speaking of stickers, a lot of stickers, and it's just like, for something like that, come on, you gotta quit that. Yeah, no, not for $200. Like, if it has a GWP with it, depending on what the GWP is, maybe, but like, it is not worth $200. And I know they're going for people that love the series, that sort of thing. Absolutely. And that's the whole idea with the tribbles too. They just want people to be like, oh yeah, tribbles. And they do have some cool play features, some cool effects that go with it, but again, not worth $200. So I definitely agree with you there, Michelle. $200 is a bit steep. See, this is another dumb one. Like, they could have done, like, here. 1, 2. Put these here. And they're 1x1s. Gotta make sure they're straight. Ten of these. Oh man, I'm putting on 10 of these. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh man. 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's where they all go. Yep. 10. I can count. Yay! They call me the count because I love to count things. Okay, more arches, and this is where I think we're gonna be getting ready to put the shields on. Because again, this is gonna be surrounding the throne area. Alright, so okay, that's hiding there. We do actually have, in this build, we have a lot of solid blocks, which is kind of nice. Kind of nice. And this is a 3 block. Interesting way to put those in. Block, and this goes here. Alright, we're putting in our shield. So on this side. Goes upside down. It goes in there. Where did it go? So this is leaning in. This goes like that. Okay. So there's our shield right here. These are different. Whoops. The way these are, with the little holes in the bottom, those are different. They haven't been built that way before, or designed that way before. That's still just one. Put 2 of those. obviously had to I mean, obviously things get designed whenever they're being turned into a set, but they definitely had an interesting design style with this, with the piece usage. All those. Oh, here we go. So we get to put this on this side, so the side closest to you guys, where this is going. On the inside here, I can't even see. Got it pretty close, but can only go that far because of the hinge. That's the way it's supposed to be anyway. Alright, there we go. Looks correct. Alright. I'm going to continue turning this because we're going to do the other side now, of course. There we go. Of course, of course. Designed a little bit differently than the first one, but not much. Because the sizes are all the same. So Brick Rodeo, so for you guys, Brick Rodeo is done. Missy and Bev. What do you guys display at anything else? Typically? I don't know what all... I know Ben has said that he's trying to get the lug to be able to do more things with, you know, different venues and stuff. Do you guys do any other displaying anywhere else? Pittsburgh, we end up doing quite a lot. X-Files set looks so much better than Star. Oh, I agree, it does. I'm not an X-Files fan because I never watched it. So I don't care for the set, so to speak, but it does look pretty neat. But yeah, it's not... I don't know, I just never got into the X-Files. I always found it to be kind of dumb drama, in my opinion. I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. It was, to me, I guess it was too unbelievable. But the set does look pretty cool. And the price point is quite a bit better for that one. I forgot about the X-Files set because, again, that's not one that I'm typically about. E.T.'s still coming at some point. He's looking pretty cool. Oh, they just released Snoopy, who looks really awesome. Good set. The funny thing is, so here's the funny thing. So Brickcraft came out with their own licensed version of Snoopy. So apparently Peanuts doesn't care who licenses what. They came out with their version, and it's a lot cheaper and looks pretty much just as good as the Lego version. You do library events? Okay. Bricks and Brews, they did an event in I don't know what SKSW is. Is that the Bricks in the 6? Is that what that is? You would buy that for 200. But yeah, the Snoopy, I was impressed. The Brickcraft came out right at the same time, which is kind of funny. And theirs looks really cool. And we actually saw that at I saw that at Hobby Lobby. The Brickcraft Snoopy one, and it looked pretty neat. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay, you know what? I have heard of that. I've heard Ben talking about the South by Southwest thing. That's cool. Neat, neat, neat. those out a little bit. So Saturday is going to be, just to reiterate, Saturday is going to be an interesting wake-up stream because I'm going to be talking sorting. So I have it's getting harder to see back here, but I have the Sandcrawler back here. And I'm going to talk sorting techniques and show different ways to do some of the sortings, different ways that you can do it that can potentially save you some time, make it a little bit easier for you. And again, it depends on the type of set that you're sorting, or what, whether you're just sorting bulk or what, So, yeah, we're going to talk that stuff Saturday morning. If you're awake, come check it out and chill out with your coffee and breakfast cereals and fruit bats and orangutans and sorry, no, that different movie. Who knows what that's from? And breakfast cereals and orangutans and skip a bit, brother. Who knows what that's from? Okay, and now we're going to do our little shield crown thingy. Put some hooks in here. Okay. Can't really angle it until we get everything figured out as to how it hooks in here and everything looks. So it kind of just hangs out there. That is a famous line from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Whenever they're talking about the holy hand grenade. Like, and breakfast cereals and orangutans and skip a bit, brother. I'm just trying to read from Armament Chapter 2, verses 9 through 21. That's a weird. Okay, we're going to put that on afterwards. This goes on here. So now we're going to put this on here. Good. Let's get our shield in place. Kind of hard to see for you guys, I know. But there we go. Shield in place, which is supposed to represent a crown somehow. I'm not sure how. And then here's how the back is looking now. Pretty cool. And then this goes right over this. All right. Ah, cat hair. All right, we're getting the... Ooh. Finally, we need these pieces. We're going to be doing the arch that goes here. Ah, that's what this is for. The arch pieces to connect. So, that goes there. Oh, that's cool. All right. Slide this aside. Bag 48. We got a lot of these clamshell pieces in gold. Everything was pretty much gold for Lord of the Rings, as far as like things that were ornamental and stuff. We haven't done any figures in a while. It'll be interesting to see who's next. We haven't done Aragorn or Arwen yet. Arwen? Eowyn. Sorry. Eowyn. No, Arwen. Ben's gonna hurt me if I say the wrong one. Ooh, we got some shields there. These are some interesting pieces. Are you guarding them now? Are you guarding them, Paisley? Good girl. Good girl. Now imagine building a set with more than 48 bags and barely deal with 50. Sorry. Alright, so this goes here. So we're doing this 5 more times. That'll be interesting. Come on, you know I'm used to dealing with large bags or large amounts of bags. It's nothing new for me. So there should be 6 of each. Almost. There should be a white one on the end, kind of to mirror this. Okay, so we got this. This should be in the middle. Is that right? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more set. And then the white one. There we go. Okay. So this won't matter. I'm just kind of trying to straighten it out the way it's going to be, kind of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So that is the middle here. So kind of got to equidistant space those things. Now, all right. So we got. I'm gonna do 6 of these. So let's do 1, 2. This is gonna look really cool. I don't remember really seeing this in the pictures, but because I mean it was kind of hard to see. It's put up back in there, but this is gonna look cool. 5 and 6. So 1 goes there. 2. Rotate. 3. 4. 5. And 6. Alright, so there we go. Oh, now we put on our 7 clamshells. Alright, and we got 2 that are stuck together. Let's get these ready. This is going to be a very cool looking thing. So, use this as an idea, like if you're looking to do something that's like fancy or something. Clamshells, kind of a cool way to do it. But these are gold. I haven't seen gold clamshells before. Maybe they're in like Little Mermaid, but. Straighten you out a little bit. So we got these extra little white parts here, so I'm wondering if not, but still too close. That's looking pretty cool. Oh, and here we go. All right, so where do I put this? So we've got 3 points that we actually stick them together. Oh, I see. So we got 2 hooks. We got a hook on each side in here, and then this back here in the back. This little thing here, it's hard to see, but it's there. So this one is the middle one. So let's fold these in. We can stick it on here. And these are going to clip. So. Like so. And get them all to be slightly bent a little. There we go. A little too much. There we go. You can kind of see the gold. Let's see if I can lift it. There you go. You can see the little clamshells in there. Alright. The table is on its way. It's moving around on its own. All right, I don't know what we're doing. I think we're still doing in here. So a lot of Technic pieces here. Hey everybody, hope you're having a good day, having a good evening. Hopefully you're building something or just having a good time. What did you have for dinner? It's always the question we ask here. And this has to stay to the side. This is interesting. So we have to keep this. It is not allowed to fall. It has to stay to the side. Not sure what that's for. We're putting these two Technic pieces there, and then this goes here. And then another Technic piece. There you are. And another Technic piece. But that has to stay sideways, so I'm trying to orient that. Oh, this is like a chandelier thing, it looks like. Cookies for cookies for dinner? That's not right. Oh, that's what this pole is for. So we have, let's get in here. This long pole hangs down. So do that. Put that in there. It's supposed to be bent. Cookies does not sound like a well-balanced meal. No offense. Tasty, yes. Well-balanced, no. And the shields are pretty cool looking, and they go upside down. That's kind of interesting. These are pretty unique shields. They're nicely shaped. So I guess it will hang down once we put the piece on there, because the weight will just make it fall. I agree. Soft chocolate chip cookies are the best. Sounds fresh and delish. This is gonna go right there. So, I fell down. Alright, so that goes there. Alright, there we go. Look at that. Alright, so we got our shield thing hanging down. Does need to rotate it a little bit. Just a tiny bit. There we go. Cool. Now what? Ice cream cookies? See, there you go. Yeah, if they were ice cream cookies, then you would have the best of both worlds. Like when I say an ice cream cookie, I'm thinking like, you know, like you have like a chocolate chip cookie, ice cream, like an ice cream sandwich type thing. So that's kind of what I was thinking with the poll questions. Like, you know, it can be ice cream, or it can be something that's like an ice cream sandwich, or like, you know the whole thing that would have like ice cream in it. Those are interesting. These are very floppy right now, the two little blocks that are here. So, all right, I'm gonna move this over a little bit. You guys can see a little bit better. Slide it over. Oh. See, there you go. See, we come up with good ideas here. interesting. We have one of these going this direction, one of them going that direction. I did not do that wrong. Two of these. Pixie, get out of there! You're in the Pixie's in the box with all the bags. She's just like looking at me like, "What? This is comfy." All right, so. Cats are funny creatures. Okay, let's secure that a little bit more. Interesting that we have things with the holes on them. All right, I'm going to do this twice, so I am going to do them at the same time. Appreciate everyone being here tonight, by the way. Again, different, unusual night because it's on a Wednesday instead of my typical Tuesday. I appreciate someone stopping by. What time are we at? 9:27, almost 9:30. Oh, those stick. That's weird. So they stick all the way off here. It's interesting that they're doing it like that, but there's a reason for it, obviously. Ah, because they're slanted. Okay, so these ones go here and right on there. There we go. By the way, because I'm standing up, this is a JonnyBuildz shirt. Redbubble, which is where we do the shirts at. It's having 40% off right now, so if you ever wanted a JonnyBuildz shirt, I don't make any money from it, just because it would cost more, and I don't make them to make money. I think they're just fun. So if you would like a shirt, go get one. What is there? Something goes there. Oh, I see. They put an extra one in there. There we go. Cheated. She likes the sound of the plastic. Yeah, she does. I mean, like, I think she just likes because she knows I'm using it, and so she's like, "Oh, I will just go here. This is where I live now." This is my place for the moment. These are mine. That's like, this is my squishy. That is not right. Alright, we're building up and up and up. Then we're going to be doing more front. We got roofs to build. We got all kinds of stuff that still has to be built for this. This goes right there. And this guy goes right beside it. I can't really see it, but I can feel it. Go. Now we do this twice, where things are gonna. Oh, that goes right on the goes right on these whole things here. So something's going to go down in there. Interesting. Get that top part right there. See, that's it. I dislike that. It's like, here, you're only doing those two things, and that's it. Like, you could have done more. Come on. Come on, Lego. Do better than that. And I'm harping on them simply because they have done better before. And it seems like they've been slacking off a lot lately. I saw someone, there was an Instagram post that somebody was commenting on where they're like, oh, would you get this? And they're like, no, Lego is better than all these other companies. And I'm like, he's like instructions, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I'll stop you right there. Every single instruction book that I've seen this year from any set, whether it's the Enterprise, this, any of them, have had mess ups with just the instructions themselves. It's like, you know, the coloring is off or something like that, which I get happens. However, you know, other players in the game are doing better as far as that goes sometimes. So yeah, Lego needs to step it up again. They used to, but they're kind of lacking up a bit when it comes to that stuff. I don't know if any of you guys noticed in your instructions that you're like looking at it and the color's like, wait a minute, that doesn't look like it should, or either the color is completely off, or you know, it's this is what I've seen the most, is on one page it looks one way and then on another page it looks completely different, you know, like the way it showed or vice versa. And build another little house. Put it right on there. This one is attached via Technic piece. So another little house. This goes back here. Oh, I see. It fits right on there. That's cool. Okay. That's how they're doing the angle for it. Okay. It's on a little hook thing there. We're going to do another one, I'm sure. These little corner 1x1s are pretty cool. I like those. Good piece. Got a lot of Technic little plug things. It's going to be interesting to see what those are used for. Right, another little house. Tiny house. The tiny house. There's a lot of tiny houses on the hill. Oh, let me put a little cap on this one. This one doesn't have a cap, it's flat. So. All right, here we go. So we're getting these two pieces out. So we're going to make a big archway here. that. So we got to look at it. Make sure it's the right way. Okay, it goes through there. And then we put this through here. And then this one connects. Wait. I'm going to do it this way. These are actually used. Smaller versions are used for the AT-AT. No, these are the. No, they're smaller, I think. For the AT-ATs to make the feet move and everything. Pretty cool. Alright, so this goes through also. And we put 16 of these things on. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have all these little stars and black little tiles that are going to go on these things. Someone want to do this for me? It's a little tedious. 2, 3. Cat hair. 4. Oh, we only. Oh no, we do have one extra. I was gonna say, I think we have only enough. 7, 8. All right, there we go. Looks kind of interesting. All right, on the banner of Gondor, the 7 stars of Elendil are represented over the white tree. So that's what this is all representing. The 7 stars of Elendil. So we're using the black ones to cover. That way we just don't have random holes. And we got a... star there. Star there. Hey Vab, good to see you. How you doing? How was your Florida trip? See any strange, interesting people? Oh, nope. Have any fun experiences? Alright, and then we throw this in here. Ooh, I snapped those off. There we go. Alright. There's our 7 stars, and these go back over here. One guy wearing a Darth Vader shirt. Wonder who that was. I don't know anyone that wears Darth Vader shirts. Kind of creepy to me. Yeah. All right, bag 49. Oh, geez. Where we at? 9 quarter. We got, probably can do 2 more. All right, here we go. So we're back to the front. I gotta rotate this. There you go. You can have that one. Paisley. Hey, Click and Cliff, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hey, sorry I couldn't make your stream. I didn't get to stream. Didn't get to stream yesterday, so I have to do it. I had to do it today. So, all right. So we're doing some big structure here with this. It's going to be precarious, but. Oh, so I'm not supposed to put this together yet because this is supposed to slide in here and then go on down on it. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Man, that looks funny. How did the stream go? Was it good? Cliff, normally they have a group stream that they do on Wednesdays. It's fun. Bunch of people talking, building. Especially in Cape Canaveral, me and another taking about permanent movement. Oh, really? Look at that. That's there's a development right there. Permanently moving down to Florida. That's interesting. But I can see why. There are definitely some pluses to Florida. Good. Glad it was good, Cliff. All right. And Cliff, again, yeah, I'm glad you came on the stream a couple weeks ago, the perfect time, so I was able to be like, ooh, I can, whenever you said, hey, that was one, that's a set that got away, I was like, ooh, I would like to give you, get you this set. So I'm very glad that I was able to do that for you. And I know it'll go to good use. Those one, because I know about those ones that got away. Like they, it stinks whenever they're hard to find and they're expensive sometimes. So hurricanes can be a negative, but like it depends on the area you're in, and for the most part, they seem not to be that too big of a deal most times, depending on what side, especially the eastern side. It all just depends, Alright, so this, we're doing more rock face, obviously. Somehow, that fits, and this is the right length, and it does not fit. Somehow... Oh, it's not supposed to connect there yet. Okay. I have this extra part down here that there is nothing to yet, so that's interesting. Because we're actually not supposed to have this top part on here, so I'm doing this a little bit more. I'm doing this a little bit more the way you shouldn't, or the way it's not instructed, because like I think it'll be easier overall doing it this way. But we will find out, I suppose. There. Okay, just making sure. A couple little pieces on top. I do like how they do colorful pieces in order to like kind of frame things and be like, you're not going to see this anyway. And it makes it a little bit more interesting and easier whenever you're building, so that you can see what all needs added. I wanted to ask you, Cliff, are you trying to collect all the fire and police stuff? Like what is your, why is that set in particular one that got away? What is it about that set? Was one that got away. So everyone has different reasons for like wanting, things. Some people are completionists, some people, different reasons. So. This done pretty quickly, this particular bag. A lot of big pieces. Really weird. We're putting just random little blue. Boom. Alright, so all the way across and locks into here. There we go. So this is the top of the rock wall. The rock that comes up. Locking all this stuff into place because again this will be able to come off the very top. All right, let's do more rock front that you're just gonna this kind of hangs out here. That's really weird, but again we're not together with everything yet, so. And I do think they could have done a better design for the rock face itself. I think there could have been more to it, but you know, this is what they did. All right, so we got hooks there and hooks down here that it looks like these are going to connect to. I'm going the wrong way. All right, the angles do reach pretty well. They do match up pretty well, but we got it's interesting. We got a little hinge goes down over the top here. And just pushes down just a tiny bit. And then these go on both sides. Here. Okay. So this is left open because again, you can see how it wiggles down here. There's a gap here that's for joining everything up, which we'll get to once this goes on top, which it may go on top now. Nope, not yet. So we're going to be filling in this stuff, it looks like. Bag 50, lots of flat pieces. Let's get to it. Raw Broadway. I once knew a kid whose tongue fell off in his sleep. Right, so we got some big plates here. So we're doing all the solidifying the rock here. I'm not sure which side we're starting with here. Find out though. We're getting to the end. I mean, it's not quite the end. We're just past the middle in the book, but it's making it a little bit more difficult to see. Like the glare happens as it, like, you know, the thing pressed in the middle, and makes it a little tougher to see, so I have to keep pushing it down a little bit. So it has to be those. And then, of course, we have to make sure that any type of hinges is secured so they don't fall off whenever you... okay, so it goes on this side. All right. So we do have... we do have some hinges over here. This is going to fit... I can actually see it on this side here. So I'm going to fit right here. So this is this part of the rock. There we go. So that actually is well in there. Like it's solid in there. So that's pretty cool. So now we're gonna do getting close. So this will be the last bag for tonight. So yeah, finish this one up and then we'll be good for tonight. How's everyone doing with the heat, by the way? I know some places have issues with electricity brownouts, that sort of thing. How's everyone doing as far as that goes? Everyone doing all right? Not having any issues? Good news. Fiber has finally come to my area. I've been waiting quite a long time for it. It's been close by. Now it is in my area, and I am getting it this coming Monday. So next Tuesday's stream will be bigger, better, faster, amazing. Actually, no, I mean, Xfinity's been fine as far as streaming. The nice thing about fiber is downstream, which is like when you download things and stuff, getting the data, is exactly the same as upstream. And I'm getting a gig of both. So it's going to be really nice. So that means there should never be an issue streaming, at least as far as data goes. That's coming soon. Yes, yay for speed. Speed is awesome. Finally in my area. Taking them forever. Unfortunately, so there was a company that started laying fiber a few years ago in the area, and they were going to lay it up this direction, but then Xfinity did a deal with Duquesne Light so that they wouldn't run fiber up around my area so that they wouldn't lose their market share, because that's all that's been up here for the longest time is Xfinity. So this goes here up against it. Oh man, that's fitting perfect. Nice. I don't like how it looks necessarily, but it does fit on there very, very well. Oh, and this is going to go right here. There's I see a couple hook points too, so it's going to be this side of the rock wall, and we will be, like I said, done for the night. I guess Cliff wasn't able to stick around and hear my question. It's all right. Next time I see him, I will ask him. Cliff is always around. Cliff's a great guy. He did a little. So I gave him, for those that don't know, I did a stream a few weeks ago where I was doing, I forget why. now that I'm thinking about it, I forget why I was doing the stream. But I was doing some giveaways during it. And he won a couple, so I sent him a couple of them. And during the stream, is what I was asking him. During the stream, I was doing some of the sets and things that I had found in the town thing that I'm working on. And Cliff made the comment of, that's one that got away. He's been looking for that one, and it's not easy to find. So since he had won some stuff, I was like, well, I don't necessarily need this one for the town. I have other fire truck type stuff. And this was a snorkel ladder thing. So along with his giveaway winnings, I sent him the snorkel truck too, without telling him. And I was curious, like why that one in particular. Now I know he's done firefighting stuff before, so it could just be that. I was curious what it was about that particular one that was, why, it was that got away from, whatever, and why he wanted it. So hopefully we find out sometime. I mean, the rock looks okay, but with having done a couple of Harry Potter sets and things in the past, like, I think they do rock work amazing. I just think this could have been better. Okay. We're almost done, and then we will be, what are we on? Maybe 2 more weeks, I guess. The first one I was doing was a little bit slow, unfortunately. All right, so we got to build this. We got to make sure it goes the right direction. They're very, very adamant about that. That's interesting. That's really interesting how they did that. It's like offset by just a tiny bit, because it goes. They have these things here. Get one of these off. These have a little bit of an edge to them, so it forces anything that's on here. It forces it halfway, so you're actually in the studs. You're not, or in between of the studs in these things. So that's the only way it's going to fit in order to make this, hinge. So that's a neat design. I like that. So it offsets it just a little bit here too. So how far it comes out the front. So this goes this way into the hinge. There's 2 hinges here. I see two holes. There we go. And that fits in there nicely. Look at that. That is well built. And you can see these little things. Oh, I bet you that gets, it gets pushed in here. So that gets pushed in. So there's our little, it goes right in there. Look at that. It goes right in that groove. And then this is supposed to be a part where, like, you would ride, Gandalf actually rides through the rock here to go up around Minas Tirith, where he is going. So then, right here, keeps it here by, then it can't pull out whenever you do this. So that's really cool. That is a neat design. They did a good job with that. So. Yes, it was very nicely done. And we are done for tonight. Look at that. We're at 13:30. 13 hours, 30 minutes, really, and 3 seconds. But 3 seconds doesn't matter. But anyway, it's looking good. The next bag, next two bags are going to be the rest of the rock work on the other side over here, and it is looking good. It is looking good. We are over halfway done with the book number 3. Actually, we're pretty. I mean, look at that. We're not that much further to go. So. Yeah, have a good week, everyone. Saturday, like I said, I'm going to be doing some sorting techniques and stuff with the sandcrawler back here that's hiding. But let's look at the throne room real quick, how it looks with all the gold. The gold inleaf here, I'm going to lift it up a little bit so you can see better. Ugh. It's heavy. There we go. You can see like the gold shells in there and the little chandelier and stuff, and this is supposed to be on the inside, this roof. All the shields are supposed to be like a crown and stuff, so really looking awesome. It's been a fantastic build so far, and yeah, so thanks for tuning in, everyone. As always, until next time, may the brick be with you and keep on building. We'll see you Saturday or next Tuesday, whichever one works for you. So until then.